day, ladies and gentlemen. I am about to drop the second most controversial video that is going to shake the internet this season. I dropped the first one that if Arteta does not retain the Premier League title this season, then the project at Arsenal is a failure. Some responsible, oh my God, some responsible Arsenal fans who saw the video, they said, you have a point, but you don't, but some, some wayward fans. And I thought of nonsense human being, bastard. Who goes you? I say, Mba. That one no follow. Now football matter. Let us go into the next controversial video that I want to drop. You see, when I call it controversial, I'm not trying to make you feel like it's controversial. Actually, I'm stating fact. I know they do say I'm stating fact. Now, before the era of Pep Guardiola and the era of Jürgen Klopp, there was a man called Alex Ferguson that dominated Europe, dominated EPL for 26 years, winning 38 trophies. I don't know if you recall that man. Yes, with Manchester United, he won 38 trophies. He won, about 13 Premier Leagues, 5 FA Cup, 4 League Cups, 2 UEFA Champions League trophies, 1 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, 1 FIFA Club World Cup. That is 38 trophies. And then there came a man again called Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola won 6 Premier League, 2 FA Cup, 4 League Cups, 1 UEFA Champions League, 1 FIFA Club World Cup, and 1 UEFA Super Cup. A total of 19 major trophies at Manchester City in just 9 seasons. These are 2 different eras, 2 different profiles, 2 different managers, but just one word is the only thing you can use to define them, and that word is called dominance. I don't know if you have started thinking, where is this boy heading to? Chill, I will take you there, because I'm about to talk about dominance. You see, when you hear dominance, you just say, okay. But let me make you understand something. That in the era of Sir Alex Ferguson, the era he dominated that same EPL, that era of Alex Ferguson, there was a man called Arsene Wenger, the man that built the team we all know as the Invincibles. That was the team that Arsene Wenger was the coach, and that is the Arsenal you don't know. There was a man called Mourinho, who they all called the special one. The special one. He was in 2 games. He did signs and wonders in that league. You understand? He broke record with Chelsea. There was a man called Carlo Ancelotti, a Champions League specialist, very, very crazy when he's handling things and things. In that same era, Ferguson was still able to win that amount of Premier League titles he had. In case you don't know, there was still a man in that era that was called Rafael Benitez. He conquered Europe with Liverpool, but guess what? He couldn't do it in the league. Yet there was a man called Alex Ferguson. You don't believe? Let me take you somewhere. There was also a man called Roberto Mancini, the architect behind the successful Manchester City you are seeing today that Pep went on to with. That man was still in that league, and who? Ferguson was still winning. Elite managers were coming, proven managers were coming, proven squad, pressure mounted, the money invested. Yet Ferguson won 13 Premier Leagues. That was dominance in an era that was thick, and it was looking like nothing was happening. And there came a man called Pep Guardiola. He took over. A lot of people said Pep Guardiola was coming in. There was no manager for him to compete with. There was nothing. There was this. Now, let me tell you that he didn't just come in and inherit a squad that didn't have managers that were ready to give him tough time. When he came in, there was somebody called Jürgen Klopp, one of the Gang press masters. Jürgen Klopp. Jürgen Klopp might not really have done that great. Like I say so, no, because he pushed Manchester City to be winning the league with point upon points, 98, 97. That is the gap. That's the that this guy was pushing Pep to his limit. He was there, and all this was happening, and Pep still won the league. He was still there to Chelsea. They won the Champions League. He was there. Pochettino took Tottenham. They went to the final. He was there. Jürgen Klopp won the Champions League. In as much as all these people were there, Pep dominated the Premier League by winning 6 Premier League titles in 9 years, a total of 19 trophies. Those are what we call dominance. Those are what, when you talk about dominance, I have used some minutes to tell you about the dominance of these 2 guys, and I want you to pick out something that they didn't just dominate, just like that. They fought for it. Yes, Jürgen Klopp pushed this guy, at Chelsea, even if they went ahead to conquer Europe, Pep made sure they couldn't conquer, the domestic league where it was. Same thing with Pochettino, same thing with a whole lot of them. But today, there is an era where somebody can easily build a dynasty in EPL, and I don't even think he can still be able to do it. You see this era of Arteta, I am not saying it because of you guys to say I'm a Chelsea fan. I'm stating fact. There is no manager at the moment at Chelsea that is not going through a phase that Arteta has not gone past in ages time. 7 years, built a squad, trust the process, trust the project, did this, rebuild, restructure, renovate. All the clubs that are, all the managers that are currently in the Premier League that I would have said that they will push Arteta to his limit, all of them are still going through that phase that Arteta have gone past. Chelsea is still trying to get a chemistry with Xabi Alonso. Manchester United are still looking for consistency with Carrick. Tottenham, no identity. They want to get one with Zabi. Emery is just doing play. Emery is just playing with Aston Villa. Iraola is not even going to give you that extent of attacking football you're looking for at Liverpool. This is the best era where a manager can have what I call dominance, because of you are not fighting against elitic oppressors. Because yes, I won't say they are elite managers at Chelsea, but there is a big gap between them and Arteta, and it will be a very bad thing. The history or the project of Arteta is gonna be questioned if at the end of everything Arteta does not win that Premier League title. Not even winning it, Arteta does not dominate the EPL for a total of years by winning back-to-back trophies. Mind you, Pep had treble even in that season where Jürgen Klopp was Fichile and Olu, where Pep Klopp and Jürgen Klopp wanted to take out his. You understand? Tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you think Arteta can dominate this EPL the way Ferguson did, the way Pep did? Even if his own dominance would be like the easiest one. Tell me what you think in the comment section.